Dear students, happy morning to all. Welcome to our online science class. In last session, we are discussed about calorimetry. Now, we are going to discuss about calorimeter. A calorimeter is a device which is used to measure the amount of heat gained or lost by a substance. It consists of a vessel made up of metals like aluminium or copper because it is a good conductor of heat and electricity. Next, construction of a calorimeter. A calorimeter contains a metallic vessel is kept in an insulating jacket to prevent heat loss to the environment. There are two holes in it. In one hole, a thermometer is inserted which is used to measure the temperature of the contents in the vessel. Okay. In another hole, stirrer is inserted which is used for stirring the content in the vessel. The vessel is filled with liquid which is heated by passing current through the heating element like a burner. Okay. Using this device, we can calculate the heat capacity of the liquid in a container. Next, thermostat. A thermostat is a device which maintains the temperature of a place or an object constant. The word thermostat is derived from two Greek words which is thermo, which meaning heat, and static, which means staying the same. Thermostats are used in any device or system that gets heated or cools down to a preset temperature. It turns an appliance or a circuit on or off when a particular temperature is reached. It is used in air conditioner, water heater as well as kitchen equipments. Sometimes a thermostat functions both as the sensor and the controller of a thermal system. Next, thermos flask or vacuum flask. The thermos flask is an insulating storage vessel that keep its content hotter or cooler than the surroundings for a longer time. It is used to maintaining a uniform temperature and avoiding the possibilities of getting a bad taste. Construction of a thermos flask or vacuum flask. A thermos flask has double walls. It is silvered on the inside. The vacuum between the two walls prevents heat being transferred from the inside to the outside by conduction and convection. As I told you, conduction can only occur at the points where the two walls meet at the top of the bottle and through an insulated support at the bottom. The silvered walls reflect radiated heat back to the liquid in the bottle. So, the thermos flask maintains the temperature of the liquid for longer time. Next, problems based on heat capacity and specific heat capacity. Problem 1. The temperature of a metal ball is 30 degrees Celsius. When an energy of 3000 joule is supplied, its temperature rises by 40 degrees Celsius. Calculate its heat capacity. Here, energy Q equal to 3000 joule and change in temperature delta T equal to 10 degrees Celsius or 10 Kelvin. So, the formula is used to calculate the heat capacity is C dash equal to Q divided by delta T. So, C dash equal to 3000 divided by 10 equal 300 joule Kelvin universe 1. So, The heat capacity of the metal ball is 300 Joule Kelvin universe 1. Next, problem 2. The energy required to raise the temperature of an iron ball by 1 Kelvin is 500 Joule Kelvin universe 1. Calculate the amount of energy required to raise its temperature by 20 Kelvin. Here they given heat capacity C dash equal to 500 Joule Kelvin universe 1 and change in temperature delta T equal to 20 Kelvin. So Q equal to C dash into delta T. So Q equal to 500 into 20 equal to 10,000 Joule. So the amount of heat energy required is 10,000 Joule. Next, problem 3. An energy of 84,000 Joule is required to raise the temperature of 2 kg of water from 60 degrees Celsius to 70 degrees Celsius. Calculate the specific heat capacity of water. Here they given energy Q equal to 84,000 Joule and mass M equal to 2 kg and change in temperature delta T equal to 10 degrees Celsius or 10 Kelvin. So we use the formula specific heat capacity C equal to Q divided by M into delta T. So C equal to 84,000 divided by 2 into 10 equal to 4,200 Joule kilogram universe 1 Kelvin universe 1. So the specific heat capacity of water is 4,200 Joule kilogram universe 1 Kelvin universe 1.